The wait is finally over. It's the race week for the 1812 Km Qatar, which will be held at Losail International Circuit in Qatar and will be the first round of WC in 2024. So let's discover now everything about this race. So first, I will talk about the name 1812 Km Qatar. This is a very uncommon way to name a race event if we compare it to other endurance races around the world. So why this name? 1812 is related to the Qatar National Day, which is on December 18th. This is a national commemoration of Qatar's unification in 1878. So that's why the organization of Qatar race decided to name the WC event as 1812 kilometers. Now about the track. This is the first time that WC will be competing at Losail International Circuit in history. This track is very famous for motorcycling fans because MotoGP competes there since 2004. And recently we also had Formula 1 competing at Losail with the Qatar Grand Prix. This circuit has 5.419 kilometers or 3.367 miles, with 16 curves, and will be very challenging for all the teams because of high temperatures and also for tire wear. And about the race duration, it's expected to have 335 laps being completed, or a 10 hours race. And this means that will be the second longest race in the WC 2024 season, losing only for the 24 hours of Le Mans race. And it will be the first time that the WC will have a 10-hour race in history, considering that other races are a 6 or 8-hour duration. In the Qatar 1812 kilometers race, we're gonna have some important debuts at WC. At the Hypercar class, Alpine will be returning to the top class, while BMW, Lamborghini and Isotta Fraschini will be making their debuts at the Hypercar class. And we also will have the LMGT3 class being introduced at the WC, replacing the LMGT AM class, which was ended after the end of the 2023 season due to the financial costs. And let's talk about the entry list. There will be 19 cars confirmed in the Hypercar, which is a record since the class was introduced in the WC in 2021. And there will also be 9 manufacturers involved in the Hypercar class. And let's talk about the teams confirmed. There will be a single Cadillac racing car with the number 2. Porsche Penske Motorsport will have 2 cars 963 with the numbers 5 and 6. Toyota Gazoo Racing will once again have 2 cars GR010 numbers 7 and 8. Isotta Fraschini will have a single car Tipo 6 LMHC and will use the number 11. Hertz Team Jota will now have 2 Porsche 963 cars and will use the numbers 12 and 38. BMW WRT Team will have 2 M Hybrid V8 cars and will be using the numbers 15 and 20. Alpine Endurance Team comes with 2 A424 cars and will use the numbers 35 and 36. Ferrari AF Course will also have 2 cars 499P and will still be using the numbers 50 and 51. Lamborghini Iron Lynx will have only a single SC63 LMDH car and will use the number 63. The Customer Team AF Course will be using a single 499P car and will have the number 83. Peugeot Total Energies return for one more year and will still have 2 9X8 cars with the numbers 93 and 94. And finally, Proton Competition number 99 with a single Porsche 963 LMDH car. Recently I did a video talking about the drivers lineup in the Hypercar class, and there I showed every driver. At the top of your screen you can check this video. And about the LMGT3 car, there will be 18 cars among the 9 manufacturers confirmed. So let's check now the teams. First with the Aston Martin, which will have 2 teams involved with the number 27 Heart of Racing and the number 777 Station Racing. Each team will use a single Aston Martin Vantage AMR GT3 Evo. The second manufacturer is BMW with 2 cars M4 GT3 and will be represented by the Team WRT with numbers 31 and 46. Ferrari at the LMGT3 class will still be represented by AF Course, which will have Vista as a naming right and will have 2 cars 296 GT3 with the numbers 54 and 55. United Autosports is the team which will be representing the McLaren at the LMGT3 class with 2 720S GT3 Evo cars and will be using the numbers 59 and 95. Iron Lynx is the team which will be using two Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2 cars and will use the number 60 and the 85 but as a Iron Dames operation. Lexus is making its debut at WC GT class and will have two RCF GT3 cars and will be represented by a Cody's ASP team with the numbers 78 and 87. Ford is returning to the WC GT class with two new Mustang GT3 cars and will be operated by Proton Competition with the numbers 77 and 88. TF Sport is the penultimate team in this list and will be operating two new Corvette Z06 GT3 cars with the numbers 81 and 82. And finally Porsche, which will have two 911 GT3 992 cars and will have the 91 operated by Manthey EMA and the 92 by Manthey Purexing. And recently I also did a video talking about the drivers lineup at the LMGT3 class. So you can check now at the top of your screen to watch this video. And now about the schedule. The Free Practice 1 and Free Practice 2 will be on Thursday, February 29th. Each session will have a duration of 90 minutes. The Free Practice 3 and qualifying sessions will be on Friday, March 1st. The FP3 will have 1 hour duration. And about the qualifying session, it will be different this year. Because each class will now have 2 sessions, being first with 12 minutes and the top 10 of each class goes to the hyperpole session with 10 minutes and will define who will be the pole position. And on Saturday we're gonna race the 1812 kilometers of Qatar race with 335 laps or 10 hours duration. So what's your expectations for the first race in the WC this year? Who's gonna be the first winner of the 2024 season in the Hypercar and LMGT3 classes? Which team are you going to support this weekend? So let me know in the comment sections below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not lose more videos about WC and IMSA. We see you in the next videos.